Hello, Oilers fans. Austin here, and welcome back to the pregame reports. Yes, we are back from our little holiday break. I hope you all enjoyed your holiday. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate it, and whatever it is you celebrate this time of year, I hope it was very fun, very relaxing. But we're back. We're ready for some more hockey. The Oilers are playing the Los Angeles Kings, and it's pretty funny because if the playoffs were to start today, these two teams would go up against each other for the fourth straight season. The Oilers historically have done very well against the Los Angeles Kings, not just the last couple of years, but just overall, especially when it comes to playoff success as well. The Los Angeles Kings, though, this is not your Todd McClellan 1-3-1 trap-style LA Kings. These LA Kings this season are much more aggressive, much more tenacious on the puck, and they remind me more of the Florida Panthers than the LA Kings of last year. So this is going to be a really tough matchup for Edmonton coming in after the Christmas break, coming into LA on a matinee. Curious to see how quickly the Oilers can get their legs out from under them. The turkey legs, I guess, is what people would say, and see if the Oilers can come out with a huge victory here. Now, if you enjoy this pregame report, make sure to smash that like button. And if you really enjoy it and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel as we continue to grow and create the best hockey content for Oilers fans here on YouTube. So like I mentioned, the Oilers and Kings head-to-head over the last several years. The Oilers have had a ton of success. The last three seasons they met in the playoffs. In 21-22, the Oilers beat the LA Kings in 7 games. In 22-23, the Oilers beat the Kings in 6 games. And then last year in the playoffs, the Oilers beat the Kings in 5 games in the postseason, which means realistically, if they meet this year, the Oilers are going to win in 4 games, and then 3, and then 2. No, I'm just kidding. But that's just the trend of how these two teams have played. But these are two very good teams, like very, very good. These two teams could be battling for top spot in the Pacific Division by the end of the season. Of course, the Vegas Golden Knights have to start losing at some point, please, because they just keep winning. That team just finds a way to win hockey games every single night. They're so frustrating as an Oilers fan. But the Oilers have a job to do today. They play at 2 o'clock, little matinee game at Crypto.com Arena. What a stupid name for an arena. Let's get into the lineups and then the game day stats, and then, of course, my predictions and all that good stuff. So the lineups for today, a couple changes from last game. We'll talk about it. First line is going to be Nugent Hopkins with Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman. That, of course, has been the staple top line for Edmonton for a couple years now. They are very rarely broken up, even despite Nugent Hopkins' struggles at putting the puck in the net this season and overall play. However, Nugent's looked a lot better in recent weeks, and the whole team in general has looked a lot better in recent weeks. So I'm not, I'm okay with Nuge staying up there. McDavid and Hyman, of course, always work well together. Zach Hyman has 9 goals in his last 10 games or something outrageous. His shooting percentage is skyrocketing after being super low earlier in the year. Second line, we're going to have Vasily Podkolzin with Leon Draisaitl and Victor Arvidsson. Victor Arvidsson gets bumped up to the second line. He was on the third line in his first couple of games back. Kapanen gets bumped down to his off wing on the third line, playing with Adam Henrique and Connor Brown. This is a very interesting line here because Janmark, that means he is centering the fourth line. And the only other game that Janmark centered a line, it was the fourth line. It was pretty recent. It was a couple of games ago. He did not look very good. He looked very uncomfortable in a center role. For Kapanen on that third line, I like the mix of speed and grit there with Henrique and Brown. And Adam Henrique, hopefully he's starting to turn his offensive game around. He recently got a couple goals, or at least 1 goal, has an assist as well. Connor Brown, of course, has had a pretty good year overall. He has 6 goals, 14 points this season. Connor Brown, of course, remember, if he gets a hat trick, I buy his jersey. And Kasperi Kapanen, I've liked his game overall. I think he is more suited for a third line role than, full-time second line role. For Vasily Podkolzin on that second line, of course, I like his play. He does drive play. Every time he's on the ice, the Oilers are in the offensive zone. I would like to see a little bit more finish. I'd like to see Podkolzin start to put the puck in the net just a little bit more and help Draisaitl and McDavid out when it comes to some offensive depth. Derek Ryan will be the healthy scratch. Jeff Skinner on the fourth line. There's still a lot of discourse around Jeff Skinner, where he should play in the lineup. Does he belong on the fourth line? Does he deserve to play higher up the lineup? And Chris Knobloch said something interesting after that game against Ottawa, where he was asked about Jeff Skinner's role and if he, is going to be bumped up the lineup, what he has to do to get bumped up the lineup. And Chris Knobloch told the media he has to play good hockey. Now, he wasn't saying that Jeff Skinner's playing bad hockey, but I think what Chris Knobloch was trying to say is that Jeff Skinner right now hasn't played to the ability that the team expects from him. And I think Jeff Skinner knows that too. So for Jeff Skinner, he has an opportunity there. I know he's with Janmark and Perry, and you're sitting there going, he is an offensive player. He is a pure shooter. He needs someone to get him the puck. And I don't know how he fits with Janmark and Perry. At the end of the day, Jeff Skinner has to control kind of his own fate, his own destiny. If he wants bumped up that lineup, he's got to take advantage of the fact that he is going up against other teams' third and fourth lines, take advantage of the matchup, pot a couple goals, and then earn that opportunity to bump up the lineup. It's not like Bud Colson is putting the puck in the net right now. So for Jeff Skinner, what are you doing for me today? Because historically, yes, he is a goal scorer, but his fit on this team right now has not been what was expected. I don't think he expected what has happened, and I don't think fans have either. I'm rooting for Jeff Skinner. I want him to succeed. I want him to be able to play up higher in the lineup and score more goals, but he's got to play better, in my opinion. And there's a reason why he's on the fourth line. Let's see if he can kind of start pushing his way back up the lineup and help this team win some hockey games. On defense, we'll have Ekholm with Bouchard, of course, top pairing there. Nurse with Stetcher, Kulak with Emberson, and Stuart Skinner will get the start in goal for Edmonton. They are on the first half of a back-to-back. They play the Anaheim Ducks tomorrow. So today, I will not be able to do a live stream for the game tonight or this afternoon. I do work. My post-game reaction is going to be much later. It's going to come several hours after the game ends, just with how my work schedule works. However, tomorrow, I am off. I will do a live stream for the Anaheim Ducks game, which I very much looking forward to. But let's get into the game day predictions here. The Los Angeles Kings, they are currently 19-10-5. They are 6-2-2 in their last 10 games. They've basically held on to that second place spot in the Pacific Division all season long, but now the Oilers have leapfrogged them right before Christmas, and LA is looking to get back on track and get back ahead of Edmonton. LA ranks first in the entire NHL in expected goals for at 5-on-5, 56.14%. Their power play has been abysmal all season, though. The LA Kings power play has not been able to get anything going this year. They rank 25th at 15.9%. Their penalty kill has been pretty good, 81.7%, which ranks 11th. They score 3.06 goals per game, which ranks 16th. They only give up 2.56 goals against per game, which ranks 3rd. Their little duo of David Riddick and Darcy Kemper have been very, very good in goal for the LA Kings. Corsi 4 ranks 4th, 53.33%, and shots for percentage ranks 3rd, 54.94%. Looking over on the Oilers side, they are 21-11-2, and after that really bad start to the season where they were 0-3 and the sky was falling, the Edmonton Oilers have gone 21-8-2 since then, which is phenomenal. I think it's the second or third best win percentage in the entire league since that 0-3 start. They are 8-2 in their last 10. They rank 5th in the NHL at expected goals for, 53.65%. They rank 16th on the power play, 21.6%. They rank 26th on the kill, 74.7%. They rank 10th in goals for per game, 3.26. They rank 9th in goals against per game, 2.79. 53.68 Corsi for percentage, which ranks 3rd best in the league, and shots for ranks 2nd best in the league at 54.94%. These two teams on paper match up very, very well against each other. My score prediction is going to go 4-3 Oilers in overtime. Now, if the Oilers can get their legs going a little bit earlier, I think that they'll come out on top in regulation. If they're slow out of the gate, the LA Kings are going to pounce on them and just absolutely feast against the Oilers, and they're going to come out with the win. I also think the advantage is for Edmonton. I don't think there's any stat that proves this, but I do give the edge to Edmonton as well, because when you are coming back from an extended holiday break and you are the road team, you have to get together as a team earlier than the other teams. So you have to leave your families a little bit earlier. You're back on the ice, and you're getting back into game shape before the games. For the LA Kings, they've been at home. Who knows? Maybe they have the turkey legs. Maybe the Oilers can get a jump on them early. My players to watch, I'm going to go Warren Fogle for LA and Leon Draisaitl for Edmonton. Now, I'm going with Warren Fogle for the Kings. He's had a terrific year for the LA Kings. He has, 9 goals, 9 assists, 18 points. He's a plus 14 on a very good LA Kings team. He's actually 3rd in plus minus among forwards for the LA Kings. He's had a great year for LA. And for Leon Draisaitl, he just remains red hot for Edmonton, and former line mate of Warren Fogle. I'd like to see these two guys go up against each other and see how they play. that is my pregame report for the Edmonton Oilers and the Los Angeles Kings. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, I hope you all had a wonderful holiday, and I look forward to doing the postgame reaction. I look forward to hopefully coming back home from work and seeing an Oilers victory. So enjoy the game, Oil Country. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you soon. Tell someone that you love them, and as always, fight like a kid, fight like Ben. Let's go, Oilers.